Here we have the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. We have the hourly price chart here. Each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see here, there is some continued weakness that is developing for this stock. One of the reasons I'm doing this stock a bit earlier in the day today is because we have already started to see some fairly significant price breaks in AMC. I understand that not everybody that trades GameStop necessarily trades AMC, but these two stocks do have a very high correlation with one another. Days that tend to be positive for one are also positive for the other. And of course, it's not a 100% correlation, but it is a very high correlation. And especially when you're starting to see other stocks like Nvidia and Palantir, which have really rocketed higher to start the trading day today. I just finished videos on those stocks. I recommend you take a look at those if you're interested in what is going on in the broader market. But those stocks are sort of rocketing higher here, and AMC is really collapsing. There has been a little bit of a relief rally following the major price movement lower, but some very significant price levels have broken in that stock. So it's hard for me to believe that GameStop is really going to be able to find a footing if that is happening with AMC. So of course that still remains to be seen. We haven't really seen any major support breaks today. Really the major support break was seen previously when we sort of fell through this 2190 level. The follow through has already been pronounced with this price movement lower. And it's possible. You can make the argument here that maybe GameStop has already seen that price movement. So maybe it first happened with GameStop. We saw this break of support here. Just sort of do an arrow here. Maybe we saw this break of support here, and then maybe AMC is following suit. I mean, you could make an argument like that. But if that's not the case, if AMC is sort of leading the pack here first, if that is where the selling activity is occurring first here today, we do have to start to look at this next support zone to the downside, which does come in right around $21 even. As you know, I don't really like to focus on these round numbers very much, but this is where the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this prior trending move is found at 2102. So really what we're looking at here is this price movement here. So just 2102, we can call that 21 as the next support zone. If we do see a break below there, you're really looking at a bigger movement lower here because there's not much going on in this area at the moment. I mean, as we can see here, there is a 78.6% Fibonacci retracement that can be found right around 2030. Comes in around 2031. So there is a possibility there that we could see some support in that area. But, personally, I don't like to trade based off of one trading signal. I mean, I prefer to see three trading signals that are sort of occurring at the same time. Maybe two might be okay, but I don't really like to trade based on one potential signal here, and that really is all we're seeing to the downside here near term for GameStop. So I do think that we need to look at the indicator reading here because some significant developments seem to be occurring here as well. If we sort of zoom in here, we can see that this recent trend momentum is on the verge of breaking. Of course, we're not fortune tellers. I'm not here trying to predict the future, telling you that this will break, but we're on the verge of breaking through here. So we will need to sort of watch this for the rest of the trading day today. If we do see a break below here, that would be a very negative signal because that would really suggest that this entire trend wave here, all of this positive momentum here has now completed and run its course. That would suggest that all of the trading momentum. I mean, let's just look at the price chart. Let's see where this trend movement corresponds. So as we can see here, this is really the trend movement that developed from those lows at 1988. So this is really the trend wave, the momentum wave that gave you all of this upward price movement here. So from right around 1988 to roughly 2364, whatever momentum was in the market at that point, the signal here is that this could be completed. This could be running its course at this point. So that would be a negative signal here, because that would then suggest, it's not 100%, but it would suggest here that this near-term high at 2364 is now the ultimate trend wave high, that we're not actually going to see share prices make another leg higher here. It's not, we're not quite there yet. We haven't broken through that 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. We haven't yet broken through necessarily this momentum reading in the relative strength index, but we're on the verge of doing so. And there is a lot of weakness here in the AMC chart, and I do suggest that people take a look at that, because a very long-term support zone did just break in that stock. So if we're going to see, it depends on who's leading the pack here. GameStop is a bit more famous. It's a bit more, well-known and popular. So it's possible that AMC would not be leading the pack, but there are many situations where it actually does. So if we're starting to see negative signals in that stock, then we need to be on guard here and aware of what could be happening next for GameStop as well, because the similar price breaks could absolutely start to occur here. And then if they do happen, you're starting to look at lower prices at this point. And if all we're able to generate here in this trend wave movement is a high of 2364, that doesn't really come close to the price highs at 2501, and then what's next from there? Are we looking at price highs, 2210, right around there, something like that for the next trend wave higher? These would be negative developments if they were to occur. So this is the reason that I don't recommend trading this stock in the members only section of the channel. There have been some upside price movements in GameStop as we've been trading those stocks in the trading room, but GameStop doesn't come anywhere near the types of performances that we've seen there. We've got stocks that have seen 75% gains in 3 weeks. Stocks that have seen 65% gains in 3 weeks. They're almost exclusively higher. There's, we've seen a little bit of price movement in a couple of the trades, but those we manage the trade properly. We buy into those dips. We scale into the stock price movements in the downward direction, and then they're all trading higher. So, I don't recommend that people trade this stock. There are so many better stocks to be trading. Just because the stock is popular doesn't mean it's good. I would actually argue that's a reason that it's not good to be trading. I mean, what you really should be looking for are the stocks that nobody's heard of. So here's the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.